extraordinary financial pressure. And they've moved a cruise liner in to accommodate migrants, but it's difficult. And the numbers coming across are unprecedented. Nearly 149,000 so far this year. And for a small island, for these small islands of Turkey, it's overwhelming the infrastructure. So it's clear that there's an issue here that the entire European Union needs to rally behind.
So, I mean, definitely understood there that this is putting Greece under incredible pressure. But what needs to be done to improve the situation for these migrants and to find a solution to this problem of tens of thousands of migrants trying to flee their homes for a better life and ending up in worse conditions in some instances than they found at home?
Well, I think if there's
102,000 in Italy, 2,000 in Spain, 134 in Greece, 94 in Kuwait,
they need to have shelter, they need to have food,
237 in the
get
Mediterranean
registered and get validated whether they are
so
asylum seekers
far
or not,
this
and
year.
repatriated. That's the first level, and I think that's where we're missing something here. And as you can see, the numbers coming are increasing. We had an awful tragedy this weekend of Libya, in which people were found asphyxiated in the hold of the ship. The smugglers do not treat people well, and the European Union, frankly, needs to step it up a little bit.
All right, Leonard Doyle, many thanks to you for joining us.
Step
and
it up?
explaining the situation
With what,
there.
birth control?
Appreciate it. For Republican U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump has finally revealed some specifics of his immigration policy. One of the key issues he's focused on so far in his campaign